welcome back to Quantum Revival Tarot. I am hearing talk, text, espionage, as in espionage. The Holy Grail I'm hearing, which was in my last reading, which I did for the victims, and as I say that, I am pulling the Knight, another Knight card. These have been coming up. And this is also the card of Mars, and two-way communications was coming up. Cups can also be representative of communications, waters that flow, communications, also the spirit, the emotions. What's in our cup can also be representative of intention. I'm hearing sacred, and I'm hearing dialogue. The word dialogue, and so I'm looking down at the Mars card, which is in reverse, and it is the Knight of Wands. Again, the staves and tension of the self, which can also be magic as well. I don't know if there's any magic users out there, but I do discuss a little bit of different forces at play, a little bit of magic, and what is magic if not just manifesting your intention, your willpower? So heavy electrical activity here, and we see this Mars, I'm hearing God. We see this guy kind of unmasked, where his helm is pulled back here. I'm hearing torture video rodeo. And heavy electrical activity, which makes me think of communications. I'm hearing commune with spirit. And so he's got a lot of brain activity going on. He almost looks like he's got an elongated skull here with his, I'm hearing cap. I'm hearing teacher, and I'm hearing bat. But nonetheless, he's a knight who has taken a moment to pull back his helmet, and he's standing here. We don't see the horse depicted in this particular card, but Mars is coming up. It's also a new moon in Scorpio, which I believe is ruled by Pluto as well as Mars. And so that and role reversal is coming up again, as I have a card in the reversal position. So it also makes me think of unmasking. I'm hearing territory. Unmasking, I'm hearing an idea, a relationship. And so a kind of reveal, a coming out also, and perhaps just, I'm hearing atypical, archetypical. It's the Mars soldier, and heavy computation and also communications with AI come to mind. A lot of electrical activity, I'm talking about really hyper fast communications here. I mean, it's the Knight card. These guys are driving AI interface just like they would, it's like the Lamborghini of fast communications using predictive technology, where it can also modulate, comes to mind, to your own functions, your own brain activity, and to be able to enhance brain activity, to function more efficiently, but also to the point of it's almost borderline supernatural. I'm hearing yes, the point. A lot of the victims, again, which I am focusing on, and these cards fell out just as I was talking about the victims, and I did a little bit of a reading just a little while ago. And I'm getting the card of joint efforts here, and it is the Three of Cups. We see three figures hovering over these cups here, and their faces are kind of in the stars. And I like to think that the victims that have suffered to make brain-computer interface more fast, more fun, more efficient, or more intelligent are ones that have been the victims of neurotrade and neuroscandal, neurotrafficking. Would be the correct way to put the way that this computational labor has been enslaving people. To compute hyper fast for fraud, and so as I think of these slaves, and I'm hearing dialogue, I'm hearing your turn. I'm having the Three of Cups come up here, which is also, I'm hearing imagination. It's also the number of planning, and so these people coming together. This is the star cluster card. It's all about joint efforts and the shared gravitational force of stars, and a star cluster is one that when a star dies, it shifts the, I'm hearing momentum, it shifts the dynamic, it shifts the gravity, it shifts all of the other stars. They change collectively when one of us changes. And so it kind of reminds me also, I'm hearing grandiose has come up recently, but grand unified theory is what I think of when I look down at the Three of Cups. I'm hearing I'm hearing torture day, Daytona, like Daytona 500, and again focus on the cars, on the shop, on the work. I'm hearing the plan, the play, the interplay, and I don't know what that's referring to. It's a dialogue. I'm speaking it out loud. That's just the way that it is. So focus on, again, like Daytona 500 and the cybernetic highway of advancement, and also hive mind territories. I mean, these guys are training themselves to act collectively like a hornet's nest. And I mean, with all the vampiristic behaviors as well, just absolutely ruthless, that take bees prisoner, us, the people, the hive mind, research victims, all of the illegal research, and to the point where they want to advance their cars, they want to advance their Lamborghinis, and there's all sorts of parts, pieces, functions, and facets of these AI interface machinery, this brain-computer interface machinery that is, I'm hearing hackable, and I'm hearing function, I'm hearing dialogue. And so all of its parts and pieces, it's like they're taking people apart to the chop shop, and separating, causing chaos, but separation in the psyche, but also our actual neurology, where it's creating like factory workers of I'm hearing thinkers, yes. Factory workers for neuro trafficking, that's like taking a being to the chop shop so that you can have advancements and upgrades for your car. And I was getting this dream in which my car was crashed by somebody. They stole my keys and then literally tried to put upgrades and advancements on the car that were not compatible. And so all of the intricate inner workings, I'm hearing fine-tuning, that go into creating, I'm hearing advancement, is much like I'm hearing a rally. I mean, they're mechanics. They have pit crews. They've got all of the highways of information travel, of navigation, which is what we're used for, is for navigation, for navigating the highway. I'm also hearing potential. Speedway, and also chase, high-speed chases. I'm hearing dialogue, as it's like you're cornered by AI, on multiple layers and levels, and you're just trying to, escape with the least amount of, I'm hearing brain torture, but damage. To the neurology, to the mind, and so navigating this torture interface by force has been one that has just unbelievably